Horrible woman. Devastating blow blocks Meg all way in showbiz after she rips iconic Hollywood films. She's criticising Hollywood greats, a Hollywood she can't break into. Meghan Markle didn't hold back when talking about Asian stereotypes on the latest episode of our Archetypes podcast, which was released on Tuesday, October the 4th, after a 4-week breaking following Queen Elizabeth's death. Markle spoke to actress Margaret Cho and broadcast journalist Lisa Ling about how the media portrayal of the Dragon Lady has affected Asian women in real life in the 4th episode of Archetypes. Meghan Markle hit out at Hollywood actor Mike Myers and director Quentin Tarantino for perpetuating stereotypes with their caricatures of Asian women in the latest episode of a Spotify podcast. Meghan Markle criticised the representation of Asian women across Hollywood productions in the latest episode of Archetypes. The Duchess of Sussex examined the Dragon Lady stereotype showing female members of the Asian community as sexually cold and threatening masculinity. Meghan took aim at director Quentin Tarantino and Austin Powers actor Mike Myers for the stereotypical portrayal of Asian women. Markle really is a drip looking to make a splash. How tragic. A desperate bid for relevance by quoting movies made 20 years ago. She really is a buffoon. I can't even imagine what goes on in her head. She should really ask Demi Moore, iconic actress and one of the producers of the Austin Powers comedy films, if she received any backlash from the one scene she speaks about. Hope Mike Myers and Quentin Tarantino have a lot to say about this. I would think as movie makers and storytellers, it's their right to spoof characters real and perceived as they see apt to the genre. It is after all a story. Meghan defined the Dragon Lady as the East Asian temptress whose mysterious foreign allure is scripted as both tantalising and deadly. She discussed the concept with journalist Lisa Ling and comedian Margaret Cho on the first episode of a podcast since the Queen's death. Movies like Austin Powers and Kill Bill presented these characters of Asian women as oftentimes over-sexualized or aggressive, Meghan began. And it's not just those two examples, there's so many more. This has seeped into a lot of our entertainment, but this toxic stereotyping of women of Asian descent, it doesn't just end once the credits roll. The 2002 Austin Powers film Goldmember features two Japanese characters called Fuck Me and Fuck You, who've been criticised for sexually tokenizing Asian women. A shot of Mike Myers as Powers ticking off threesome with Japanese twins from a bucket list attracted particular scorn. Meanwhile, 2003's Quentin Tarantino movie Kill Bill stars Lucy Liu as Yakuza lead O Renishi. Fashion writer India Roby hit out at the character as an example of a dragon lady, saying she uses her sexuality as a powerful tool of manipulation, but often is emotionally and sexually cold and threatens masculinity. Liu snapped back at the critique last year, arguing that it didn't make sense given that the film features 3 other professional female killers. In the rest of the episode, Meghan told listeners to disregard societal frameworks and ignore the loud voice coming from a small place. Later on in the episode, listeners were left wondering if Meghan took a veiled swipe at the royal family during a discussion about defining ourselves. She said, "You want to be weird or sponge-like, be silly or fierce or curious, or even self-doubting or unsure some days and strong and brave on others. Whatever it is, that's up to you. Just be yourself no matter what any societal framework or archetype or loud voice coming from a small place tells you should be. Be yourself."